If you currently live in the northeast of the United States, or you're thinking about moving here and you want to live a more self-sufficient, sustainable lifestyle and start your own homestead, then this is definitely a video that you're going to want to watch, because we're going to talk about all the pros and some of the cons of living in this area, homesteading in this area, and how you can really grow your own food, live off the land, as well as raise any livestock. And the first pro of actually living in the Northeast for homesteading is the fact that we have 4 distinct seasons. I'm located in New Jersey, and I definitely love having all of the seasons. Although the winter can sometimes be harsh, the past few years have definitely been a lot more mild, and the spring, summer, and fall are going to offer up a lot of time for you to really do some foraging, growing, having your own livestock, and really preparing for the entire year. The winters are also going to be a great time that you can actually hunker down, do some real fun stuff like canning. You can really dig in researching, deciding what you actually want to grow that year, and you can grow your own food inside. You can do some microgreens, you can have your own greenhouse, and you can really extend any of the growing season as well. So the growing season is usually going to be anywhere from around May to November in this area. And you can extend it with tunnels, greenhouses, as well as starting your seeds inside and then bringing them out into the garden. We've done both. We've either started seeds straight in our garden because it's been a lot warmer the past couple of years. We've been able to do that. And we've also started our plants indoors and brought them out, and it really lends itself to more successional type planting where you can grow a much longer season by doing this. It's also going to be a great place that you can raise livestock. Some livestock really thrive in having some of these different temperatures. We have really hardy chickens and quail, as well as guinea fowl and rabbits, and a lot of these animals are thriving during the colder season because they've grown up in colder seasons. Rabbits do really well in the winter because they do have such a large fur coat, and they actually need a little bit more help in the summer cooling off. So definitely something to think about as you're researching what animals you would want to bring into your homestead and what would be the best for this region. Another thing that I love about having the many different seasons is in that harsher winter time when you're inside and it's gloomy outside, it really does let you take a perspective on the different seasons and lets you really appreciate the summer and nice, beautiful weather that we have now. It also lends itself to growing colder crops. So carrots are going to have a much different taste when they do get to grow in some of that colder temperatures. You can also start plants like kale or leafy greens that are going to grow pretty well in a colder climate. Garlic, you're able to really start in the fall. It grows throughout the entire winter, and then you get to pick it in the summer, late spring, summertime period, and it really is going to help with those items. So there's a lot of different vegetables and fruits that are actually going to do really well having multiple different seasons. If you are planning on getting livestock, one of the many benefits of the colder temperatures is it's going to really cut down on a lot of the flies as well as the mud. So you may know that if you do have livestock in some of the wetter times of year, in that spring or fall seasons, that it brings in so much mud and gunk, and it's really hard to get that dried out. With the winter, it actually is going to create a nice seal on the ground, and it really does stop a lot of the bugs, so you don't have to worry about having so many flies and animals, creepy crawlies around, because it will help extinguish some of those, which I do love about the winter. Another really positive to the 4 seasons is you do have a much gentler summer. It's not going to be as hot, so you don't have to worry about some of your plants getting completely fried out there. It doesn't lend you to growing every single variety of plant. I'm not going to be able to grow pineapples extremely well here, or plants that need to come in or stay warm all year round, but you can always get a greenhouse or find some workarounds in order to grow some of those items that can take on the harsher winter weathers, or you're going to need to purchase those and take advantage of the plants that you can grow here during your seasonal weather. Another benefit to the Northeast is I've definitely learned that there's an abundant amount of farm stands as well as a tight-knit community around the self-sufficient lifestyle. If you just go onto Facebook or look at local communities, there's definitely a lot of people that want to live a self-sufficient lifestyle. They want to grow their own food and know where their food is coming from. They want to be able to run off of the grid, and there's going to be so many different people that you can reach out to and talk to. And I think that the infrastructure of the Northeast really allows you to get to these people a lot faster. Sometimes it can be lonely living a more self-sufficient homesteading type lifestyle, but knowing that there's community and resources available to you makes it so that you do feel like you're a part of something more and a deeper community. So check out what's in your area if you are already in the Northeast, or definitely just do a quick search on some Facebook groups that are in your state, in your town, that you can start working with or just connecting with and really create that community and relationship, because there are so many different people that want to live the same lifestyle as you and live more off the land and have their gardening. And whatever your niche is, there's definitely others out there, so don't be afraid to seek it. In the Northeast, we have an abundant amount of natural resources. We live in a completely dynamic landscape with mountains and valleys and rivers and streams, and even in your own property, you're going to find a lot of different really nice resources. I know in our land we have a lot of fertile soil, we have a stream that runs through our acreage, and it also offers up for really fun activities in our local area. We have really beautiful hiking trails up mountains with really beautiful views, and it also offers up some really great things that you can use to take for your advantage when you are looking to start gardening. Like I said, we have some great soil in this area, some natural water, as well as some really great vegetation for growing your own livestock, whether that be from chickens, quails that you're hearing in the background now, to cows, goats, anything that you want. You really have the advantage to take it in and use it. Whereas in other areas like the desert, you might not be able to grow or do the same things that you can do here in the Northeast with all of our beautiful natural resources and things that we have available just at our fingertips. There are so many health and lifestyle benefits from starting your own homestead. You're able to really grow your own food, know where your food is coming from, and be immersed in a lifestyle that brings happiness because you're outside, you're doing things with your hands, you're getting dirty, and you're learning and growing as well. I think the Northeast is an amazing place to start this lifestyle and this adventure, but there's definitely some cons around expenses and taxes. Depending on where you live, there can be rules and regulations that are a little bit harsher than some areas that are more spread out and don't have as large of a population. I know, as I mentioned earlier, we live in a state where there is a higher population. We live in more of a suburb area or an urban farming area. We luckily do have a really nice plot of land that allows us to grow and raise livestock and be outside and build up our lives with homesteading. But there is definitely different laws and regulations that you can't always get around in these areas because of some of the larger population and some of the people that are here, and they have ruined it for some of the others. So definitely look into the different areas that you want to start homesteading, look into some of the different town regulations, see what they offer, and I wish you the best of luck in your journey of starting a homestead. If you've gotten this far in the video, please comment down below where you're thinking of starting your homestead, and we'll see you guys again next time.